Hi there, my name is Krystle Patrick. I'm a real estate agent here in Maryland with Realty, and welcome back to my channel. So we're embarking on a series, the home buying process. So from the moment you decide you want to buy a home to the moment you have the keys in hands, every week I'll come to you with step-by-step guide on how to get those keys in your hands. So in the last couple of videos, we spoke about your why. Why do you want to buy a home? That's, the first step, right? And then the next, we spoke about credit, improving your credit score, checking how you can view your credit, and all the different steps that you can take to actually improve that credit score. Thirdly, we spoke about getting pre-approved, the importance of a pre-approval and the benefits of knowing what you're pre-approved for. This week, we're on part 4 of this home buying process. This week, we're going to talk about down payment, closing costs, the Maryland mortgage program that helps with down payment assistance for eligible first-time home buyers right here in Maryland. Okay, so what's a down payment? The down payment is the amount of money that you pay upfront when it comes to buying your home. It's basically your share of the purchase price to let the lender know that you're invested, right? So for example, if you're buying a house that's $250,000, depending on the loan type, you'll have to put about 3.5% down of that $250,000. So 3.5% of $250,000 is $8,750 that you'll have to pay upfront. So let's talk about closing costs. Closing costs are the fees and expenses that comes along with finalizing the purchase of your home. These fees and expenses usually include the lender's fee, title fee, insurance, appraisals, prepaid property taxes, and insurance. So think of it as all the paperwork and services that make the deal official. So when you're planning to buy a home, make sure you budget not only for the down payment, but also for the closing costs, because at the end, you'll be paying both the down payment and the closing costs together. Now you might be saying, wait, where am I going to get that money from? That's where the Maryland Mortgage Program comes in, okay? You might be eligible for their down payment assistance and closing costs. So let's go into details on what programs are available and let's see where you might fit in. The Maryland Mortgage Program, MMP, helps home buyers in Maryland achieve their goals of home ownership. So first we have the First Time Advantage. The First Time Advantage offers multiple options, one of which is $6,000. It's a $6,000 loan that goes towards your down payment and closing costs. This is a 0% loan and payment is not due until you either sell your house, refinance your house, or pay off your house. Then there is the 3, 4, or 5% down payment assistance loan. So for example, if you're buying a house that's $250,000, you might be eligible for either 3% down payment assistance, 4%, or 5% down payment assistance of that $250,000 loan. Then there is Flex 5000. This comes with a $5,000 loan towards down payment and closing costs. This comes with a 0% interest rate and payment is not due until you either sell your house, refinance your house, or paid off your house. Then there are partner match programs. The Maryland Mortgage Program will match up to $2,500 of contributions from eligible employers, home builders, community organizations, and local governments when paired with First Time Advantage or Flex loans. So those are just some of the Maryland mortgage programs that are available. Now they do come with eligibility requirements, such as you must be a first-time home buyer, and first-time home buyer is defined as anyone who has not owned residential property for 3 years or more. There is household income eligibility, where total household income must be at or below a certain limit. And it's important to note that household income limits may vary by location. There is also ownership and occupancy eligibility. This must be your primary residence. You must not own any other property. It's also important to note that even if you're eligible for the Maryland Mortgage Program, it does not automatically approve you for a home loan. So now we know the definition of down payment, closing costs. We know of some of the Maryland Mortgage Program available for down payment assistance, as well as some of their eligibility requirements. I want to encourage you to do your own research, see what program you're available for, see where you fit in, and see that there is hope. So if your goal is to be a homeowner and you're looking at your finances and you're seeing that gap, this is where these Maryland mortgage programs come in to bridge that gap between your goal of wanting to buy a home and actually being able to afford to do so. So stay tuned for more. Next week, I'll talk about affordability, right? It's so important to know how much we can actually afford when we look at the day-to-day, how we live, the bills we pay, the expenses we have, all of that to take into consideration when we're buying a home. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with anyone you know that will benefit from this content, and stay tuned for more. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you.